Have you ever turned a soda can around and seen the word sodium benzoate lurking in the ingredients? What is it? And is it safe? Well, today we unravel the mystery behind this common food preservative, breaking down the science, history, and the controversy surrounding it. Stick around because what you learn today might just change the way you shop. Sodium benzoate is a widely used preservative added to acidic foods and beverages to prevent the growth of mold, yeast, and bacteria. It ensures your favorite drinks and snacks stay fresh longer. But where did it come from? And is it really as safe as they say? Let's dive into the story. The story begins in the 1800s when scientists first discovered benzoic acid in certain fruits like cranberries, plums, and apples. They realized it had natural antimicrobial properties, but here's the twist. Extracting benzoic acid directly from fruits wasn't efficient enough for large-scale food preservation. Chemists found that by neutralizing benzoic acid with sodium hydroxide, they could create a more stable, water-soluble compound. This new preservative quickly found its way into food production, extending the shelf life of acidic products like soft drinks, pickles, and fruit juices. By the early 20th century, industries rapidly adopted sodium benzoate. It became the go-to preservative, allowing food to last longer without refrigeration. Sounds like a win, right? But here's where things get complicated. Now, here's where things get interesting. While sodium benzoate is generally recognized as safe by regulatory bodies like the FDA and EFSA, concerns arose when scientists discovered something alarming. When sodium benzoate is combined with ascorbic acid, vitamin C, it can form benzene, a known carcinogen. Studies in the early 2000s found benzene levels in certain sodas exceeding safety limits, prompting companies to reformulate their products. Regulatory agencies stepped in. The FDA, EFSA, and WHO set strict limits, ensuring benzene levels remain minimal. Beverage companies adjusted their formulations, reducing benzene formation and enhancing product safety. But that's not the only concern. Does sodium benzoate affect children's behavior? Some studies have suggested a link between artificial colors, preservatives, and hyperactivity in children. The infamous Southampton study found that a combination of food dyes and preservatives, including sodium benzoate, could increase hyperactivity. However, more research is needed to confirm direct causation. For some people, sodium benzoate may trigger allergic reactions, such as hives or asthma. While rare, it's something to be mindful of if you have sensitivities. Different countries have different regulations. The US FDA allows sodium benzoate in food up to 0.1% by weight. The EU regulates it under E211 and restricts its use in specific products. Some Asian countries like Japan and China have even stricter limits, ensuring its controlled use. In 2006, the UK took a closer look at food dyes and preservatives, leading some brands to voluntarily remove sodium benzoate from their products. Despite regulations, myths still circulate. Is sodium benzoate a hidden toxin? The reality is, it's not inherently dangerous when used in safe amounts. The real concern is when it interacts with other ingredients like vitamin C. That's why companies have taken steps to minimize the risks. So should you avoid sodium benzoate completely? Not necessarily. It's about moderation. The best way to stay safe? Read labels carefully, especially in soft drinks and fruit-based beverages. If you see sodium benzoate and ascorbic acid in the same product, consider choosing an alternative. Here's a quick tip. Fresh, unprocessed foods naturally have fewer preservatives. If you want to reduce sodium benzoate intake, opt for whole foods, homemade snacks, and preservative-free alternatives. The verdict? Sodium benzoate is a useful preservative, but awareness is key. The next time you pick up a product, take a moment to glance at the ingredients. Knowing what's in your food empowers you to make better choices. Want to uncover more food mysteries? Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's decode food labels together. Also, drop a comment below. What ingredient should we break down next?